Yeah, like I said before, you just gotta let that joint ride for a little bit. You can't disturb it. You can't interrupt it. You gotta come in, let it play for a little bit, and then you hit the yes, yes, yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I am your host, Tasherre Risay. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 198 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Shout out to the man himself, Dixie Freely, for that intro. We'll be using that for the rest of May and then moving on to something else. Shout out to the packed house in here tonight. Who we got here, man? Afterlife just walked in. Student, NoOne you know. Agent Smith 78, Ja Rose, Jelani Beats, Dixie Freely, Mr. Wallace, Dunsworth, Gamma Pods, Ja Rose, Jelani Beats. I don't know if I shouted you out. My wife Samaya, Late Past Music, aka Jay Bishop, Urban Audio Legend, NoOne you know, and I'm trying to see if I forgot anybody else. I know Black Mav is up in here. What's up, man? Good to see you. And that might be it for the moment. Thank y'all for coming through and hanging out with us tonight. Now, shout out to Mike Notes. Now, what are we doing? All right. Episode 198. Assignment 198. Getting very close to that number, the second centennial, so to speak. But as we go through our year, as I'm really trying to do something this year with how I structure the assignments and what I actually give the people, because let's be very real about this. This is not just making music for a damn podcast. This is giving people assignments that are basically enhancing their skills in creating music. And on the other side of that, they could actually take that music, as many of us have, and take that music and sell it later. Be it license it out, get it to an artist, or put it on a project. So this before anybody, and there's been several people who have approached me saying this exactly: how do I get my beats on your podcast? Screw your beats. It's not about you playing, getting your beats played on the podcast. It's about trying to build your skills and make better music. That being said, there's certain things that I see that we're lacking as an industry. And one of them is that folder, that category that we never go into or rarely go into, especially in hip hop. And that's really weird in hip hop and even electronic music that I don't hear a lot of this. And that's percussion. I'm talking about more than drums. I'm talking about actual percussion, tambourines and clavs and toms and all kind of other crazy stuff that should be in your music, that should get used on a more regular basis. People may pull out one thing, but how about pulling a couple more out and doing it more often? And that is what we're doing this week. We are exploring percussion. We're going to that folder that never gets touched, and we're going to bring more of that to the forefront in our music. And we actually have 13 submissions tonight. So let's get to it. First of all, you know how we get down. We love this guy. He does a great job opening every single week. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy, XZ Beats. Yeah, bruh. That's how the hell you set it off. Excuse me. He says, again, not much to say, just enjoying making music right now. Project coming soon. Cheers, XZ. And let me just say this before I go any further. To the public and to XZ, it's not saying anything bad about XZ because he normally opens the show when he submits. I have been sequencing stuff for years, be it albums, podcasts, playlists, whatever. And as I said, I think it was last week, I always try to do a great job of making sure it's a pleasurable experience, making sure that the podcast just does this. It's on an incline the entire time. So when XZ opens up the show, it's because I trust him. I know he's going to come through with some heat, and he kills it every time. I eventually want to move him further in the show, but right now it's like, man, nobody brings it like XZ to open the show. So I don't know. We haven't actually talked. I don't know if he actually feels a certain way about it. Please don't. And I don't want anybody else to feel like, oh man, he just keeping them in the front of the show. No, XZ is that guy. When I was performing, I did a lot of opening up. And once again, it's all about, for me, it's all about making sure the people that's coming after you deserve to come after you. They have to work harder. So that's how I look at it. But this joint right here, soon as it kicked in, I got a nice little intro, but as soon as it kicked in, I think around the 30-second mark, oh boy, that's what I want to hear. Shakers and tambourines and a couple of other things going in there. And it fit nicely with the beat. We're not just pulling this stuff out of the folder just to put it in the beat, just to put it like on the 1 or on the 4 or something like that. No, make it a part of the groove. Add some extra flavor to the groove. That's what it's all about with that percussion. And I love what XZ did here with his percussion and his beat in general. I love that art that was going in the background. Very, very dope. The bass, the other synth work, and I want to say like some string pads were in there as well. And it just had a nice groove and flow and sound to it all throughout that 2 minutes and 30 seconds that he submitted. Very, very dope. And that's why XZ opens every week, because he's that damn dope. So I'm pretty sure that was in response that we said project coming soon. I'm pretty sure that was in response to what I said last week or the week before. So I'm looking forward to that. You already know PayPal is on deck. As soon as the crew drops, I'm copping. That's just how it goes. So thank you for that, XZ. Thank you for that, man. We got a couple other people that just walked in. Dre Bach is here. Mike Notes, we shouted him out. Dap Dunlap just walked in. What's up, man? Who else did I see in here? I will create. The newest member of CMA is in the building. Who else we got, man? Soul of a Roguish Son. What's up? What's up? All right, cool. Frank Gates. That was the other person. Appreciate y'all coming to hang out with us, man. Let's keep it moving. Let's go holler at my guy right here who's been handling his business as well. Representing DMV. You know who it is. Okay, Joey. What I tell you, Joey's on a mission. He's starting to really step out there and do some different stuff. I like it. I like it. Hello, just turning in this week's assignment. I decided to make this beat with my Machine MK3 and a machine drum kit from the Loop Loft. The samples I used is from Booney Mayfield, Booney Tunes Volume 3, and I used another sample from a free kit. I hope you enjoy. First off, this dude, Joey, is representing in this track because you know the whole DMV, I think definitely DC with the whole go-go movement. And that's what this reminded me of. It really did. He had the live drums in there, had a couple of little, some added percussion in there that really gave me really gave me a go-go feel somewhat. Of course, it didn't have all of the stuff with all the horns and, all of that kind of stuff in there, but it was enough to really put me in that mindset. So I really appreciate that. He's, representing. But this, just from when the joint hit with the drums, and I'm like, oh, he went with live drums. Okay. And then you hear a couple, he didn't get crazy with the percussion, and that's fine. That's not what we were asking for. But to definitely use something, he definitely represented, had a shaker in there, a couple other things in there, as far as like toms. So yeah, but I really like how this was put together. Again, it's not just about putting the percussion in the song. It's about making it a part of the song, making sure that it gets its highlight, so to speak, that it's heard. And this worked perfectly, once again, with how he used it, incorporating it into the song. Really, really, really nice work. Joey, come with it, man. Keep coming with it, because you're definitely doing it. Proud of you. Thank you, sir. Now, let's go holler at this cat right here, man. He's hanging out with us right now. Let's see what he's doing this week. Ladies and gentlemen, Ja Rose. Bruh. This guy. He says, I decided to give myself an extra challenge with this beat and use the tools that I usually sleep on. This beat was made solely in Ableton Live. I also implemented some plugins that I have been meaning to use, Scalar and Easy Keys. Hope y'all enjoy. Shout out to all of y'all beautiful people. Hashtag we are CMA. Bruh. Bruh. Massive props on this job. First of all, the sound quality, on point. The mix is on point. The wave looks really nice. And when you listen to it, it's like, okay, cool. Everything is sitting in its own place. You can hear everything. Nothing is too loud or too low. Everything is present. Props on that. Props on, I remember, I know it was definitely last week. I don't know if it was the week before as well, but props on not getting too crazy with the change ups or anything and making stuff distracting. It is on point what you did right here, dude. I absolutely love it. This is dope. I love this. Definitely has a very tribal vibe to it, a tribal sound with all the tribal drums. And then he had a sitar in there. Oh my God, that was dope. I really love that. I thought I heard like some little chanting in there. I could be wrong, but either way, this is the kind of stuff I want to hear. Straight up. When I say, yo, use some percussion, this is where Ja went, and he handled business. Props on that, dude. This was very dope. One of my favorites of yours. Props to you on that, dude. Whew. Cats out here are working. I think I got everybody. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's go holler at our brother on the far east side, as I say. Ladies and gentlemen, Student. What the hell is going on? This cat, I've heard that sample before. I want to say that's one of the joints that I've used on my live show where I do the product demos. It sounds very familiar, especially when that flute kicks in. What the hell is wrong with Student? Yo, this dude is getting doper and doper every damn week. You want to know how he's getting doper and doper, and he knows it? He said nothing in his submission. He said absolutely nothing. Bruh. This was so dope. From the jump with the bongos. Oh my God. Then it goes right in to this ridiculous beat. I love how you chopped it. Especially when it switches up. I love the drums that play along with it, the bass line that's in there, and then the percussion right along with it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, I ain't got nothing more to say. Excellent job, student. Good Lord. This dude is working. Listen to his last 5 submissions. He's been clowning. Bravo, dog. Sheesh. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go holler. This is one of my peoples right here. He's getting ready to do something this year. I know he is. Ladies and gentlemen, NoOne, you know. Okay. Okay. I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here, bruh. I see what's happening. From time immortal with grooving to the beat of some drums. So I figured I represent my ancestors with a sample from the motherland and African Benin Vodun drum music. With a little NoOne you know, hashtag we are CMA. This dude took it back to the crib. literally and figuratively. He really took it back. So much that there's even chanting in there. Some nice percussion, tribal percussion. I like the chanting. It's NoOne, so you're gonna get an 808. You're gonna get some hats, and it's gonna bump. My only complaint, and it's not really a complaint to be honest, it's just it seems a little distorted on the high end. Seems like you may have limited it or pushed it just a little too much, maybe by a decibel or so. Other than that, very, very dope, my man. Very dope. Very dope. Bravo, dog. Dixie said that was criminal. That joint bumps. Bumps, bruh. Good stuff, man. I'm so happy that just to single out NoOne and OK Joey in particular. And I can even say Ja Rose as well. Well, I can say Student as well. But I really want to say about Joey and NoOne because they've been around longer than the other two people I named. And I'm really starting to see the progression in their music. I'm starting to see the evolution, and then we'll grow up, do more things, get a little bit more adventurous, so to speak, and really making some really dope music right now. So bravo. Bravo. Thank you. All right, let's go holler at my man's right here, who just released his third project since the top of the year. 3. And it's dope. It's incredibly dope, but it's just like, damn, bro, let it breathe. Let my pockets breathe. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, Kane. Yo, you see it in my face. I think it might have been, let's call it 8 seconds in, when I figured out what he was doing. Just by the percussion, I'm like, he did this. And then the music kicks in, the interpolation kicks in. I'm like, this mug, dang. For this assignment, I used my time machine and went back to 1984. Ali James, V-Prom for the Lindrum sound, Contact Cuba, and Contact Session Strings. Hashtag I tried. Hashtag we are CMA. Peace, Kane. Bruh. For any of the youngsters or anybody that missed it, this dude literally just recreated Sheila E.'s The Glamorous Life. And talk about a song to interpolate or emulate, because that song already had some really, really dope percussion. So to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try to remake that. And it sounds so authentic. Duh, you are out of your damn mind, Kane. Yo, this was so dope. This is my favorite Kane joint right now. This is it. This is it. I got all of his submissions from last year. I got all of his albums. This is my favorite joint from Kane. Because it's so silly. It's so sickening. Yo, props for all of that. Real talk. There's nothing else to say except for it's incredibly dope. It's no hashtag I tried. It's hashtag you succeeded. Because that was dope. That caught me off guard, dog. We recognize, I should say, we honor dopeness when it appears. Real talk. That's stupid. Good God. My man. Shout out to Afterlife if I didn't shout you out already. Northeast Beast just walked in. And then to our next member participant this week. This is a good friend of mine. I consider him a brother. He has been through a lot over the time that we have known each other. He's one of the original vets, so to speak. Came back, and then we lost him, meaning he left. He had to leave last year due to, frankly, his home not having any power for like 7-8 months. He stays in Puerto Rico. You know what happened. So we've been in contact the whole time, just trying to make sure that he and his family is good. I get an email a couple of weeks back. Oh, he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, hanging with us right now, my brother, it feels great to say this, DJ Promo. the phenomenal DJ Promo. He says, "What's up, guys? This is a gumbo of percussion sounds from different countries with a touch of old school flavor on top. Hope you guys like it. Honestly, I'm just glad to be back. Creating music is a part of me. Thank you for all of the support. One." Bruh, and bruh. Let's unpack this. Again, this is why I don't listen to this stuff in advance. Because I'm the face of this thing. We know this. And I represent the people who are listening, even though we can't see them. The people who are in the chat, the people who watch this after the fact. And shout out to all of you, whether you watch it live or on the playback. We do this every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST. I represent you guys. So when I hear or feel something, I react to it naturally. It's the first time I'm hearing it. And what you see is a genuine response. Kane did it. Promo did it. It's a couple people. But to sit here and listen to this joint in the beginning, and then I forgot the original 60s group. It's off the top of my head. I can't remember. But to hear the original sample for They Reminisce Over You, Pete Rock, C.L. Smooth, with everything that he had going, because he had his percussion, he had some ridiculous drums. In fact, he had Chuck D saying, "Here come the drums." Stupidity throughout that first minute and some. It fades down, and then the second half kicks in. And this dude sampled and chopped Aha, Take On Me. First of all, I've tried chopping and sampling that thing a couple of different times. I've been very unsuccessful. Second of all, he was successful. Like, how do you do this, Promo? Promo has been doing this for a while. And he continues. There's no whack Promo beats that I've ever heard. And I'm happy about that. I want that to continue. But it's just like when he sends something in, and this goes back to when he first joined CMA. He sends something in, I'm just like, just blown back for real. This is on point, dog. That's a hell of a return track. Good God, Promo. I'm just happy to see you back, man. I'm happy you and the family are safe and you got power again. Hopefully it stays that way. And I want to see you participate more often, man. And I'm definitely looking forward to that project. Woo. Props, bro. Thank you for that. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did have the Fat Boys in there. Thank you, Notes. That's right. That was in there as well. Good God. He said a gumbo. He definitely brought it. Excuse me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to go holler at our liars. You know what time it is. You know who we talking about. Chi-Town is in the house. First up, Jelani Beats. Welcome back to the Quiet Storm. I'm your host, Tasherre Risay, and that was Jelani Beats representing Chicago. Bruh, that's how I feel right now. That joint was so smooth, really laid back, but oh my God, that was incredibly dope. And I'm going to take it from Dixie. Repeat what he just said. That's something I've never heard from you before. I know you do kind of jazzy, somewhat laid back stuff, but this was like really smooth R&B. Like I said, a Quiet Storm kind of joint. Wow, that was crazy. Very dope. I loved everything about that. I wish it had just a little bit more percussion. I did hear it in there. I heard the tam. I heard the clap. And I want to say there was like something else in there. But the way you used it worked for what was happening in the beat. Because you can't have too much going in that beat and then you actually crowd it, so to speak. You make it sound like it's too much going on, make it too busy. He says, on this assignment, I decided to go organic with the exception to chop from. On this assignment, I decided to go organic with the exception of a chop from the sample from George Duke's sample pack. Left it simple to highlight the percussion. Hope you guys enjoy. Hashtag we are CMA. That was dope. Very dope, Jelani. Real talk, dog. I need more of this. I want to hear more of this kind of stuff, yo. Especially you said that was mostly organic. Yeah. Let's do that more often, bro. Good stuff, dude. All right. Let's go to the other side of town and holler at this cat right here. Afterlife. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Cat's been coming out the bag tonight. Okay? This is stupid. Good God. Wait a minute, yo. I'm really trying to find the words. It's not often I'm flabbergasted, so to speak. It's not often. What is happening here? Like, for real. It has a very dope intro. But once it kicks in, it just goes completely mental. Like, F already has his style, and he's nasty at it. To do that, to have the percussion, the bongos playing throughout, and the bongos are off. Everything is off beat, so to speak, or it has a ridiculous swing to a particular side. But then the strings. What up, my CMA people? Enjoy this assignment, heavily influenced by percussion. So I made it happen. Hashtag we are CMA. Hashtag afterlife experience. Bruh, this is so dope. The strings, like the percussion is already like, this is what I want to hear. On top of what he's already doing, what he normally does in his beats with the grooves and stuff swinging crazy and the bass and all of that. Keys. But the strings brought this track out. It made you pay attention. Because it's not only how he played or sampled, however the situation may be. It's not just that, it's how they sit in the mix. They are a little brighter. They seem a tad bit louder in the mix than everything else. And it just makes you pay attention to those strings. And it's like, damn. And it even breaks down at the minute 30 where he has a breakdown. And then it does this. Oh my God. That's all I got, man. F is nasty. Good God. Let's go with this project, man. I need this tomorrow. Sheesh. Shout out to RTO in the building. Who else did I see in here that I have not shouted out yet? We shouted out Beast. Kane. What up, Kane? Bravo, dog. Bravo. Let's keep it moving, man. The BG in here as well. What's up, BG? Speaking of vets, CMA legends, let's go talk to another one. We got him in here this week. My man, Sacktown's finest, Ray D 3000.
So what about it? That's right, we killed your teacher.
Hey, just what are you trying to do?
Shut up. You really think I'm afraid of him? I'm not. Even though they say he's so good. Look at him, he's just a young fool.
Hey.
Fung Guai Sure.
It is still going. Bruh. I hate the fact that Ray D doesn't come around so often. Too often. He does. Like, throughout the year, you might hear from Ray D, say, 10 times. And we normally average about 40 per year. But you hear from Ray D, I'll say about 10 or so. Because it annoys me that Ray D is so dope. And he's gotten much better over the years. Again, this is year 6. He's been here since the beginning. And I've heard his progression and his evolution. And he just gets better and better. But now he's to a point where he only sends in, you know, like I said, maybe 10 times a year or so. And what he does is some mind-boggling stuff. It's like, what is he doing? Pulled up the percussion section in my machine factory library as well as my machine expansion libraries. Found some taiko drums, a cowbell, a triangle, and a gong to build the foundation of the track, as well as a hand clap and a hi-hat to complement them. I also added some synth bass from Synth Master and some voice dialogue from one of my favorite Bruce Lee flicks. I call it Teacher's Revenge. Hope y'all enjoy it. Ray D, ladies and gentlemen. Ray D 3000. Like, this dude went real Wu-Tang with it. And I only say Wu-Tang in the sense of the kind of minimalistic, and I'm talking like 36 chambers, the kind of minimalistic dirt with the sounds that he chose, and then the Kung Fu movie sample, I'll say that. But when he gets in there, he gets to playing I think that's the clavinet. That's dope. Then there's like another pad or something in there that kicks in like at the 115, I think it is. This dude is dope. I love the way he put this together. It's really, like I said, minimalistic for the most part. And I love the percussion. This cat, good God. Thank you, Ray D. Come around more often, bruh. I know you got family and stuff to do, but come on, man. We need you around these parts. Thank you, bro. All right. I don't even know if how should I even preface this except for just saying, where's Wallace?
Double negative.
This joint is called Readmitted, and it is a dedication to our brother who has been relegated to a sunken place and shall go nameless. I was inspired by him and the early part of his career to make this joint. It samples Carnival Madness by Juan Perez. Hey, we all can dream. We can all dream, right? Hashtag we are CMA, hashtag get out, hashtag pull out the cushion from the love seat, hashtag dirty MF and old man. Man, you forgot one other hashtag. Hashtag I hate Wallace. Dog. He does it again. He does it again. He does it every damn week. He puts together full compositions. Kills it. He and one other gentleman. And it's not to say that no one else does, but I have to give props when props are due. They do it better. They absolutely murder it. This is dope. That's all I got. It's dope. I love the way everything flowed. I love the sample. The sample itself is really unique, and it really makes this joint stand out because it's obviously an older sample, like let's say from the 50s or something like that. And you can tell because of how it's recorded. It sounds old and kind of tinny. And then Lord knows what Wallace did to it to make it sound the way it sounds within the track. But everything else that's going around the track, the drums, the bass, the way everything is programmed, the percussion that he does have in there, stupidity. Wallace, where is he? Getting on my damn nerves is what he's doing. That's what he's doing. That's where he is. Bravo, Doc. Thank you. Speaking of the other gentleman that does the whole composition thing, and last week we came up with a couple of names, Journeyman and Tour Guide. Let's see where he's taking us this week. Ladies and gentlemen, Gamma Pods. What else do you say? How can you translate, well, how can I translate my feeling or feelings into words? That's about it. That's what I got for you. This is stupid. Tried to give it as much percussion as possible without overdoing it. I think you succeeded, bro. I think you did it. That's insane. Again, with the start here, end here formula. This dude does it beautifully. Literally. And, you know, that's one of the things that I tried to get through when we did changes a couple weeks back, talking about like song structure. We're not just changing patterns for the sake of changing patterns or just making things different for the sake of it. It's about progressing the song as well, making it move, making the person listen to it want to anticipate what's coming up next. Where are you taking me? That's what Gamma does. And this week he did it and just included more percussion and made it dope. I always love that. I don't even know what kind of sound it is, but I love when people put percussion like drums, like toms or whatever in a song, and it just has, and Gamma has done it several times, but it puts me in the mindset of Jan Hammer, one of my favorite composers of all time. For those of us who have a little gray in our beards, we remember the Miami Vice theme. Jan Hammer produced all of that stuff. And the percussion in that Miami Vice, that's what, when Gamma comes through and he does that kind of stuff, and he does it fairly often, that's what that puts me in the mind of. And it's so damn dope. Killing it every damn week. God, I hate you. I hate Wallace. I hate every damn body. Screw all of y'all. Thank you, Gamma. Woo. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Last submission of the night. My brother. Love him dearly. Pretty sure he's about to kill it. Here we go. Dixie, Freely.
Can't believe it, can't believe it, can't believe it's true, 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 true.
Dixie Freely, closing out episode 198 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. What in the hell is this? Bruh. Broham had a lot of fun, had a lot going on this week, and almost didn't make it, but I couldn't let this one pass me up. For 198, I sampled Kid Andre's Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, 1976. For the percussion, I set Machines Explorer window to percussion. There you go. And used different perk sounds from across all different expansion packs that I have. Due to the sample, this came out more lo-fi than I expected, but maybe someone will dig it. Peace. Bruh, I was going to comment on that. This, as I've said with a few cats tonight, actually, this is cats coming out the bag with some different stuff. I don't think I've ever heard Dixie at least have this much lo-fi in a song. And guess what? It worked. It was perfect. I've heard people run stuff through saturators and bit crushers and stuff like that, and it just sounds like they ran it through there, and it sounds okay. They did it just to give it that lo-fi sound, and it sounds okay. This is something entirely different because it doesn't sound like everything was run through a bit crusher or a filter or anything like that. It's just particular parts. And then the mixing around the main sample, I like how it sounded. Like that snare being filtered and muted is perfect. And then you got a nice reverb on there. That's perfect. The percussion that you do have in there, crazy. I love where it sits, how it sits in the song. I love it. The way you chopped the sample and used it, again, you got that lo-fi going, and it sounds really dope. I want to see more of that from Dixie Freely, straight up. And I see this is going to be another year where Dixie kind of goes into a different phase, because I've watched him over these last couple of years going into these different phases, and he's continuing to progress. I absolutely love it. Bravo, sir. Bravo. Man, another dope week. Y'all absolutely killed it. Props to everybody that participated this week. Props to everybody that watch us. We're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST right here, youtube.com/Computer Music Academy. Come through. Hang with us live, or if you can't, totally understandable, watch the playback. And if this is your first time watching us, thank you. Welcome. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications, and you know when we upload videos or go live, which will be more often. Props to all my peoples in the chat right now. I will create DJ Promo, Kane, my wife Samaya, love you baby, Jamari Mack, Student, Dixie Freely, Jelani Beats, DJ Promo, Northeast Beast, Urban Audio Legend, Afterlife. Who else we got? Y'all came through tonight. RTO Beats. Jelani, if I did not shout you out. Agent Smith 78. Mr. Wallace, where is Wallace? Professor Wallace, Dr. Wallace. Mike Notes. Who did I see in here earlier? Rogue's Son. Dap Dunlap. Luigi, what's up, man? Good to see you. Dunsworth, Black Math. Gamma Pods, Ja Rose, No One You Know. There's a couple people I'm missing, and I do apologize. This chat's kind of lame. But anyhow, greatly appreciate y'all. Gemini 4D, greatly appreciate y'all coming through and hanging with us tonight. And if you would like to be amongst the great talent pool here at CMA, come on over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It is that simple. We're done for the week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya!